All right. Well, I did make about $3 and some change of dividends from Archer Daniels Midland, so I simply moved that over to the main money market. No point in doing anything else with that. Just put that over there. $3 and about 60 cents or so. Keep that position growing, as small as that is. And then, of course, you can see some of the problems. Yes, I made money, but only about $120 and some change. Not nearly as much this week as last. So let's take a look. From YMAX, $48.70. From YMAG, $12.71. From RDTE, $14.56. From QDTE, $17.58. And from XDTE, $27.23. That's a grand total of $120.78. A far cry from last week, over $30 less. And there are some reasons for that, which we'll go over. What did I do with that money? Well, I bought my one share of Archer Daniels Midland, $52.01, and that left almost $69 left, so I bought exactly 2 shares of QDTE to keep that NASDAQ position growing. Again, not the best week, but there are reasons for that. Let's find out why. So why were my returns less? Well, I can only give you my opinion on that. Everyone's views will be different, but here are mine. People take out options on the hope that the market will gradually, steadily rise, that they can option a stock or whatever equity is that's trading at a lower price, that it will rise to a higher price, and that they can then jump in at that lower price, that they can make up the difference. Well, that only works if the market is stable. I'm not saying you won't make money during other times, but when the market is stable, when there's a slow, gradual rise, that seems to be when covered call ETFs do very, very well. And right now, there's a lot of craziness in the world that might be affecting that. As I teach my students, economics really is about faith. You have to have faith that the market or equities or whatever financial instrument that you're tracking is going to do well. You have to have faith that you can predict what's going to happen to at least some degree. That way you can plan and hopefully figure out when to make your money, when to pull your money out, and so on. Basically, what an investor wants is certainty. They want that nice day at the beach. They want to know what the weather is going to be like every day. They want those wonderful, wonderful, predictable opportunities. That's what they want. People take vacations at certain times of the year because the weather is predictable. They know what they're getting, or at least they think they know what they're getting. There's something that they can plan for there. A nice, wonderful day overlooking Diamond Head, or a wonderful swim in a waterfall in Kauai, something like that. That's what they want, predictability, certainty, and they have to have faith or else they won't make that reservation. Investors want that nice sunset every single day. They want certainty, relaxation. That's what they're looking for. Do you know what they're not looking for? Riots, people getting arrested, and all the civil disobedience that we're seeing right now. And not normal civil disobedience. We're talking riots, cars being set on fire, federal agents being attacked. Nobody likes that. And that is upsetting the market because people can't make predictions. Now toss in all the geopolitical risks from war in the Middle East, Israel and Iran duking it out, and you have a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace. And that is going to be hurting options traders. Options ETFs love certainty. They love that nice, steady roll-up. And right now, we're not seeing that. So I'm not actually surprised that the returns are down. All right, looking at the dividend view, you can see that I'm on track to make $8,916.60, or at least I was. When this image was taken, that's what Fidelity had calculated the estimated annual income as. Since then, taking into account the lower returns of the past week, it's about $8,600. Still not bad, but not as good as it once was. Now, is this all bad? No, not necessarily. As you can see, some of the ETFs have gone down in price, if only by a few pennies. That means that the yield, in theory, goes a bit higher. So when the price drops, all other things being equal, and you reinvest those dividends, you should be able to dollar cost average and make more money over a longer period of time. At any rate, that's the hope. If you have any other suggestions on covered call ETFs for me to invest in, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and why. As always, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this interesting. And remember, none of this is supposed to be financial advice. This is just a guy talking about what he's doing. This may work for me. It may not work for you. Time will tell. As always, make your own financial decisions after you do the research, after you've educated yourself, and consider consulting a qualified financial planner licensed to work in your state or jurisdiction. Again, thanks for tuning in. See you soon.